What's up, y'all? Christopher Smith here. Welcome to the League of Dads Nudes for Thursday, November 20th, 2014. I want to thank you for checking me out on my maiden voyage. The League of Dads News starts right now. Got a couple of things I want to talk about. Bill Cosby and his rape allegations. I want to talk about all the things. I want to talk about how I feel about that. I gotta be honest, when I first heard about that, I really was at some disbeliefs. I want to talk about Florida States. And last night, I also want to talk about sports. I want to talk about the Cavs. The Cleveland Cavaliers went up against the San Antonio Spurs. It was a close game. A little bit of not understanding what was going on in the moment by LeBron James ended up costing them the game. It happens. I'm going to talk to you guys about why I think overall they played well. I think the San Antonio Spurs was a great marker to show them exactly where they were at. They can run with the best of them, and that's what they need to be doing in Cleveland. All right. Bill Cosby, famed love. I called him America's father. I admire Bill Cosby. At 46 years old, I watched Fat Albert when I was a kid. Fat Albert came out in, I think it was like 2002, 2003, maybe 4. Whatever year it was when Fat Albert came out. I didn't like the movie. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Until I realized that Bill Cosby had a message in there that even as a kid, I didn't even know. A lot of women are coming along now, 12 women in total, talking about what Bill Cosby had done to them, how he raped them. Raven Symone now has gotten on his bandwagon. She went from sodomizing her to rape as well. I want to talk to you about problems in the media. When I was a kid, snowstorms, whenever it snowed, or should I say, whenever it was going to snow, they called it's snowing. When it got real bad and treacherous, they called it a snowstorm. Nowadays, you never hear it's going to snow. Everything is a storm. So everybody want to talk about the extreme. Everybody want to talk about, when they do talk about something, they go directly to the extreme. I'm not an expert on rape. I don't want to offend women when I say this. I really don't. But I just have a hard time understand how could someone just rape somebody. He puts something in your drink. That's a crime. I thought when somebody drugged your drink, they woke up and didn't know where they was at. What the hell happened? They didn't know they was happened, but they know they were raped. I'm just a little bit. Individuals waking up saying, he did this, he did that, intricate detail. When if you're on some type of drug, if you're under some type of substance, you have no you have no knowledge of what's going on. But what's really, honestly, I have to be honest with you, I didn't believe it at first. Once Raven Symone came out and said something, I'm going to tell you why I believe Raven Symone. I'll tell you why I believe Raven Symone. Raven Symone is a lesbian. People, I've taken psychology classes. I've taken behavioral classes in the 7 or 8 years that I was doing the League of Dads over on the League of Dads TV. You can go check me out at the League of Dads TV on YouTube. I can understand the behavior of individuals. And I'm going to explain that to you when we get back on break. I want you to check out this. Be right back, y'all. Okay, welcome back. Before we went out on break, before we had our commercial break, I was telling you guys about Raven Symone. I was telling you about why I believe Raven Symone. I believe Raven Symone because Raven Symone is gay, is a lesbian. And as I was saying before I went on break, I took behavioral classes, took study classes. And as a man that loves women, let me tell you something about a woman, women that has been molested been molested when they were a child. Most of them turn out to be gay, if not all of them, bisexual or gay. And that may not seem like anything, but I'm not going to get into a lot of things because it runs real deep in my family. But a lot of individuals end up being gay once they've been molested. A lot of females end up hating men. I can understand that and I sympathize with them. But what I can't agree with is the fact that you can go through your whole life and don't get no help about it. You can go through your whole life and don't talk to anybody about it. That's why I have the problem. A lot of women that have been molested sexually, they have a problem with men. Trust, the list goes on. Trust, sexual, everything. They just have a problem with men. I understand that. So, Bill Cosby, I'm going to put it on the line. I was talking to individuals about this Bill Cosby, these rape allegations. Honestly, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it until Raven Symone. No offense to the 12 other women, or I don't know if Raven Symone makes 12 or 11. I'm just sorry. I didn't believe it. I now believe it. It's not a black or white thing. It's not at all. Trust me when I tell you. I just have a problem with not believing Raven Symone. She's a very beautiful woman. We've all watched her grow. If you're my age, we all watched her grow. She's a very beautiful woman. And I cannot believe that that's not the truth. Okay. Florida State. I want to talk to you about Florida State. Florida State had some shootings overnight. Cat went up in Florida State. I did a little segment at the League of Dads, a little 2-minute video, which prompted me to premiere this thing today, the League of Dads News. I'm not understanding at all how an individual can think that they can arm themselves with a firearm, rifle, grenade, slingshot, bow and arrow, spear. Not understand how these individuals think they're going to go do something as crazy as they think they want to do it and get that shit off. Not understanding how they think they're going to do it. As of yet, it is 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, November the 30th. And they still haven't released this individual's name yet. Rightfully so, they shouldn't. What this individual did as a criminal act does have no bearing on his family. They shouldn't be notified first. They should not hear about this in the news. I totally understand that and agree with that. My condolences go out to Florida State. This Jameson Winston thing, even though it's only the sports department of a beautiful state institution, college, this shooting now only just puts another dark cloud over a university that has individuals in there trying to start their lives. As a matter of fact, the shooting took place when individuals in there studying for their exams. And the scallywag do what everybody do. People, this is why I don't go to the movies at night. My wife wants to go to them. I don't fucking do movies at night. I don't do a movie at night. I'm a matinee, 3 o'clock. The latest I go to a movie, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't do 8 o'clock night. I damn sure don't do movies on Friday, Saturday nights. Ain't happening. Individuals get a whole bunch of people together and they feel, hey, it's our time to get in here and just wreak havoc on what we want to do far as killing people. You get no points when you go into a place where there's only 2 or 3 people. But no, they want to go in there because they got all these shooting games out. They go in there and they want to just wreak havoc. They go in there with machine guns. They don't go in there with or rifles, something that mangle. They don't go in there with a 38 snub nose that only has 6 bullets. They go in there with Glocks, semi-automatics that has been converted to shoot automatic. It's unbelievable. But the individual is dead. He is now a food for the maggots, food for the insects, where he should be. And as I said it earlier, he probably was one of those "come on" kids. You know those kids when their mother tell them to do something? Come on, mom. Every time they got something to do, every time their mother tell them, come on, we gotta go. I can't buy you that. Ah, come on, mom. Shit. Fuck. Shit. He probably was one of those. Now full grown and is grown to be the full-blown scallywag that he is, or should I say was. Motherfucker, you know who you were, God damn it. Florida State, my condolences go out to Florida State. Friday, November 20th, 2014 will mark a day in history that this horrific thing happened in Florida State. All right, I'm going to close the show out. I want to talk about the game last night with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the San Antonio Spurs. LeBron had possession of the ball last. Unfortunately, time ran out. He was trying to do some slick shit, lost time, lost the ball, this and that. But I truly think that, as I stated earlier, it is a good mark for the Cleveland Cavaliers to show exactly where they're at and where they need to be. I don't think this is at all a failure. It's only the beginning of the season. I think they're still under 10 games, or right at 10, or 11. But I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going to be on their way, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Eastern Conference. I do think they're going to win the East. All this nonsense about Chicago ain't happening. It ain't happening. Derrick Rose, he's the dude got glass joints. Fuck just knees and ankles. He got glass joints. You ain't winning nothing when your star player is any part of your star player is made of glass. But I want to thank y'all for checking me out for my maiden show. This is show number 1 of the League of Dads News. You can check me out at the League of Dads TV. You can subscribe to me both here and the League of Dads. I want you to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and subscribe to me on the League of Dads, as I said. Later, y'all.